Well, gentlemen, welcome. The three that you see in the red jerseys are here for the Reds Caravan. It's their first experience with the Reds in this vein, so you guys get to see them in their very earliest opportunity here, so treat them well. Bronson, we're going to start with you to get things going. First of all, a big welcome. Congratulations. As many of you may know, Bronson was elected and just officially introduced as one of the most recent members of the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame just last July. Big round of applause for the Hall of Famers. Bronson, I'm going to brag on you here for a minute. Just to give some background in case you're not as familiar with Bronson as you will be here in a couple minutes. He's a Florida native. He was a third-round pick of the Pirates. He was a member of the Boston Red Sox. He was a part of the rotation, part of the team that broke the curse of the Bambino when he won the World Series, brought that first title to Boston in 2004. What a cool year that was. And one of the great trades in Reds history, came over before the 2006 season, was the National League All-Star that year. He was a four-time Good Guy Award winner, voted on by the local media, a three-time Vandermeer Award winner, for the top pitcher for the Reds, won a Gold Glove in 2010. He is a talented musician, as you'll hear in just a little bit. But here's one of the cool stats about Bronson that you need to know. This guy gave you great starts and innings, 200 innings. Other than 199 in 2011, he did it every year from 2005 through 2013. This guy brought it. Again, big welcome, Bronson Arroyo. Bronson, let's start there, man. I mean, what on earth did you do? How did you train? How did you approach the game that year in and year out, you could give your managers, your team, your fans that number of innings, and good innings?
Yeah, you know, I think, for one, I thought of baseball as a year-round thing. I played basketball as a youth as well. I graduated high school being the second all-time scorer in my high school, but I just played basketball really as a hobby. But baseball was always the thing we were focused on. I also grew up in the weight room as a very young kid. I have DVDs of me as an 8-year-old kid. I weigh 60 pounds. I squat 255, deadlift 235, and bench 130. So it was an odd life. And because of that training at a young age with my father, I realized that this sport needed to be played year-round, especially if you were a pitcher, because the muscles that break inside of the arm are so small and tender. And so, you know, I would play catch basically year-round. I would only take October off if we weren't in the playoffs, and then I would just start slow. I was a huge advocate of trying to get outs with less. If you can get outs with not having to go max effort, you have the ability to get deep in a ball game and preserve some of that stuff for later in the game, and also try not to break down. And so for 20 years, it was 19 and a half years I went without missing a start, from high school all the way until I was 37, playing for the Diamondbacks. It was the first time I had to go on the disabled list. And I attribute the childhood weight room and just being dedicated to the craft year-round, and constantly telling my arm, hey, you're gonna be playing catch. You're going to be playing catch. This is what we do, and I think that helped me a lot.
Bronson, that's awesome. Let's give it up again for Reds Hall of Famer Bronson Arroyo. All right, we're going to, again,